Hello, everyone. Welcome back to We the Travelers, where we bring you unfiltered travel information. Today, we're embarking on a journey to the magnificent Angkor Wat, nestled in the heart of Cambodia. In this video, we'll provide all the essential details for traveling to Cambodia by crossing the land border with Thailand and how to return to Thailand through the same route. Our guide will cover two important topics. 1. Bus booking to Siem Reap and back to Bangkok. 2. Required documents and border crossing. Let's begin with bus booking to Siem Reap and back to Bangkok. There are many options to enter Cambodia, but I chose the bus for several reasons. The airports in Bangkok and Siem Reap are far from the city centers, making travel to and from the airport time-consuming and a little tiring. In contrast, buses pick you up and drop you off at the city center. Although flights take less time, traveling from your accommodation in Bangkok to your accommodation in Siem Reap is not much quicker, and it's difficult to rest. On the bus, you can sleep and directly reach your destination. These are my reasons, but you might have your preferences, which is great. Numerous bus operators offer services from Bangkok to Siem Reap. If you have sufficient time in Bangkok, you can book these buses directly or online through various websites. I booked my bus from Bangkok to Siem Reap for $26 using a third-party online bus booking service called Redbus and a return ticket with the same operator for $24. Online platforms charge a little extra compared to booking directly from the operator. There are multiple online platforms and operators to choose from. If I had to recommend one bus operator, then it has to be Viriak Buntham. You can book their bus directly through their office or online through different websites. They also have their own mobile app and website. This is not a promotional plug, but genuine customer feedback. Although I encountered a minor issue with Viriak Buntham, their overall service was excellent. Here's what happened: my bus was scheduled to depart at 1:30 a.m. However, the location provided for boarding was incorrect. Thankfully, I arrived an hour early at the wrong address, where I was directed to the correct location. I later discovered I had received an email a few hours before departure about the change, but it's difficult to check emails while traveling. The address was incorrect for my return journey as well. This issue was likely due to online booking. If I had booked through their website or office, I might not have faced this issue. Despite this, I still highly recommend this bus operator. Once I reached the correct location, my bus ticket, passport, and other documents were checked. The bus operator will ask for your preferred breakfast choice, offering 3 options, including a vegan option. Yes, you get a free breakfast in the bus. You will be given a tag for your luggage. Once you hand over your luggage and board the bus, you can connect to the onboard Wi-Fi, which is pretty good. The bus also has a restroom, and the seats are comfortable with AC and blankets provided. Do try to catch the beautiful sunrise around 5 a.m. on your way. It was stunning. Now that we've covered the details about the bus, let's move on to the required documents and the border crossing process. First, you'll need your passport. Your bus will provide you with an immigration form to fill out, and they helped me fill it out as well. Make sure you keep this form with you, as you will need it during both entry and exit from Cambodia. Next is the visa, depending on your country's passport. I had already applied for and obtained my eVisa for Cambodia. You can check out my video on how to apply for an eVisa to Cambodia on my channel, which I will also link in the description. If you don't have an eVisa, the bus operator can assist you in getting one for $40, or you can get it directly at the border for $30. Remember, you will need 2 hard copies of your eVisa. You will have to submit your eVisa again at Cambodian immigration upon exit, so don't forget to bring 2 copies. There are multiple border crossings between Thailand and Cambodia. By far, the most popular crossing into Cambodia is the Aranayat Praphet Poipit crossing, which can be reached by bus from Bangkok in around 4 hours. Hot and dusty, the plot of land between the 2 immigration offices is packed with casinos, which are generally recommended to avoid. However, I did not face any issues during the crossing. We reached the Thailand-Cambodia border at around 6:30 a.m. You will be given a tag from the bus operator to wear around your neck to ensure your immigration process is expedited and to make it easy to identify you in the crowd. It was a Monday morning, and there was a huge crowd at immigration. The first step is to complete your exit formalities at Thailand immigration. There was a huge crowd, but we had a separate line for foreigners. I've seen multiple videos from different YouTubers claiming that Thailand immigration is a pain and they make you wait for passport holders of certain countries. I did not notice that, and it was not discrimination. The formalities for some countries' passports are different, and you might have to go to a different counter. For example, I saw Indian passport holders were directed to the Thailand citizens counter for exit formalities, as that counter took fingerprints as well. The immigration staff will take you to the other counter and get it done quicker, so you don't have to wait in the queue again. Once your exit formalities are completed, you have to walk toward the Cambodian immigration center, which was comparatively less crowded. There was a small queue with just a few foreigners, mostly from our bus. You will find people to help you with a visa on arrival if you require one, and the process is pretty easy. The visa on arrival fee is $30. Cambodian immigration was quick, and once your passport is stamped, you enter Cambodia. Once you are out, you will notice the bustling activity at the border with a large number of tourists, hotels, restaurants, and casinos, as well as Cafe Amazon and Starbucks. You walk for a couple of minutes to find your bus operator's office. You can freshen up and you will be handed a good, tasty breakfast provided by the bus operator. Our bus continued the journey at 8 a.m. and we reached Siem Reap at 11 a.m. We were dropped off in the old town and given some important tips about Cambodia. I will be making another video with tips for traveling in Cambodia. The return journey was similar, but there was less crowd at the border and the process was much faster. Your bus operator will always be available to help. With this, we conclude our video. I hope this video helps you with all the details for the Thailand-Cambodia border crossing. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out in the comments and I will be happy to help. I had multiple questions before I decided to enter Cambodia via the land border, but I can assure you that it is just a normal process, with maybe a few exceptional cases. All in all, it was a good experience, and if I had to choose again between entering Cambodia by road or air, I would still choose the road. If you enjoyed the video and want us to create more informative content for travelers worldwide, please subscribe to We the Traveler. It's just a click of a button for you, but it means the world to me. Thank you and happy traveling.